I do appreciate Pastor Robert. I am here to announce that I am running for the mayor of the city of Temple, Texas. Yes, I am. I am. And you know, as I made that announcement, many people have said, well, what are your qualifications? So I'm just going to take a few minutes and tell you my qualifications. Then I'm going to let my family just do what they do. My daughters, I love them so much, they're going to sing. But I do want you to know that I came here about 20 years ago when I PCS here as a member of the United States military. When I got out of the military after schooling, I taught there in Killeen, taught and coached for 4 years. After that, I went to work with Scott and White on a program to reduce teen pregnancy in Bell County because it was getting way out of control. And I'm very proud to say that I was a part of a group that reduced the teen pregnancy rate here in Bell County. We did a great job. It was a phenomenal team. While I was a part of that team, I had opportunities to go to Austin to work with the Bush administration. I also had a lot of opportunities, to D.C. and Maryland to work with the Bush administration, but also to work with the Perry administration here in Austin. While doing that, I just realized how important legislation was important in making a difference in the lives of people, and it kind of sparked an interest in politics in me. And I kind of said to myself, you know, one day I'm going to run for political office. And it sparked such an interest that when I went back and got my master's, even though education was my background, I didn't get a master's in education. I got a master's in public administration because I knew one day I'd want to go into public service. Fast forward, I eventually became a director at Scott and White. I was one of the youngest directors of a clinic for Scott and White up by Waco. While I was there, I got more involved in city government. I became a director of the Chamber of Commerce, started serving on city boards. Pastor Robert and I served on the Community Service Advisory Board, where I'm very proud to say that we did things like support individuals who they had a job, but their job said they needed steel-toe boots, but they couldn't afford steel-toe boots. So we said, let's give these guys money to get steel-toe boots so they can go get a job. I think that's a good thing. That's good use of government funds. We supported things like Meals on Wheels. I've actually, even more so now, have a heart for those that are elderly and disabled, as I just lost an uncle, and I won't tell you that story. But here's what I realized, that through the Meals on Wheels program, they fed the elderly, and I was told that this might be the only human contact that these individuals get on a daily basis. And I said it's very important that we support programs like that. It's important that we don't forget those who helped us get to where we are. Just because they may be elderly and disabled now, we can't forget what they did yesterday. And so we were very glad and very proud to support programs such as that. And as your mayor, I'll continue to do that. So again, I am qualified. I have served in city government. I am educated in city government. I have served on many city boards. I'd like to think that I can represent all of Temple. I grew up in the projects, and I think now I'm certainly not rich, but we're doing all right. We're not struggling to eat. So I do think that I could represent not just one group of Temple, but I could represent all of Temple. The election is May 11th. I certainly would appreciate your vote, but I do want to encourage you to not wait until May 11th to vote, but early vote. If any of you have ever voted before and you've waited to the day of the election, you know that Murphy's Law always happens. It seems like it always ends up raining. The line always ends up being long. So early voting is definitely the way. And not only that, but I think it's important to have a God man in office. I think that's important. I think it's important to have somebody who loves the Lord and who loves their family. I'm a faithful husband, have 4 beautiful children. And again, I would love your support for the mayoral vote here in Temple, Texas.